Welcome students, welcome to the lecture 3 of hydraulic engineering. In the previous class or in the previous lecture, we have seen about the characteristics of laminar and turbulent flow. How laminar flow should be judged, what are the characteristics of laminar flow, and how turbulent flow should be judged, what are the characteristics of turbulent flow. In today's lecture, we will be deriving what will be the shear stress profile and velocity profile of laminar or viscous flow. Laminar flow is also known as viscous flow, as in the laminar flow viscous forces gets predominant, so laminar flow is also known as viscous force. Laminar flow is also known as viscous flow. So in today's lecture we will be dealing about, or we will be deriving the equation of shear stress distribution and velocity distribution in viscous flow through circular pipes. As we know that for a flow to be viscous or a flow to be laminar, what are the conditions for a flow to be laminar? For a flow to be laminar, the conditions are nothing but the velocity or the flow, the magnitude of flow should be, or the intensity of flow should be low, and the Reynolds number. One more criteria for judging laminar flow and turbulent flow, it is nothing but Reynolds number. The Reynolds number should be less than 2000. Okay, so for a flow to be laminar, or we will also call as viscous flow. Reynolds number should be or less than 2000. Laminar flow, for laminar or viscous flow, the Reynolds number should be less than 2000. So what is Reynolds number basically? Reynolds number is nothing but rho V d by mu. Rho V d by mu, where rho is nothing but density of fluid. Density of fluid flowing through pipes. V is nothing but average velocity. Average velocity of flow flowing through that pipe. D is nothing but diameter of pipe. D is nothing but diameter of pipe, and mu is nothing but viscosity. Nothing but viscosity of fluid. Mu is nothing but viscosity of the fluid. So this is nothing but, this is all about Reynolds number. Okay, these are nothing but the parameters which are associated with Reynolds number. Now let us see shear stress distribution of laminar or viscous flow. Okay, for that we need to consider an element. We need to consider a circular pipe, and in that circular pipe we need to consider an circular element. So now let us see the derivation of shear stress distribution. Yes, let us see shear stress distribution of laminar or viscous flow flowing through a circular pipe. Okay, for that we need to assume there is a viscous or laminar flow through a horizontal circular pipe. Okay, let us consider a horizontal circular pipe of radius capital R, of radius nothing but capital R, and we need to assume that the fluid which is flowing through this pipe is nothing but laminar or viscous flow, and the direction of flow will be from left to right. So this is nothing but direction of flow from left to right. This is the direction of the flow. And next thing what we have to consider is, under this, the fluid which is flowing through this horizontal circular pipe, we need to take an fluid element, okay, fluid element of radius r, which is flowing through a cylindrical pipe of radius r plus dr. We need to consider this. So what will be the radius of this fluid which is flowing through this circular element is nothing but small r. Okay, radius of this fluid element is nothing but small r. And what is the radius of that cylindrical element? See, here you can see a rectangle, but actually this is nothing but a cylinder. This is a cylinder. Let me show you. This is nothing but a cylindrical. Okay, if you see the side view, it looks like a rectangle. That's why we have represented a cylindrical in the side view as a rectangle. Okay. So now let us see what all pressure forces act on this cylindrical element. On considering this, okay, on the face AB, the pressure intensity of P, which is acting on the circular area of pi r square. So therefore, what will be the pressure force on the face AB? P into pi r square. Now, let us see on face CD. If the pressure is P at this point, after flowing a distance of delta x, there will be a pressure drop. So that pressure drop can be indicated by P plus deba P by deba x into delta x. This is nothing but pressure intensity. This is also nothing but pressure intensity. Pressure intensity need to multiply with area to get pressure force. Here also area pi r square to get pressure force. So on the face CD, what pressure force is acting? P plus deba P by deba x into pi r square. And shear force will be acting on this face AD or side AD. So shear stress in this direction. Shear stress is denoted by tau. Tau into element length dx into what is the circumference? 2 pi r. On side AD, what is the pressure force? Tau into 2 pi r into delta x. Okay. As the flow which is flowing through this horizontal pipe, there is no acceleration, the summation of all these forces becomes 0. It means the algebraic sum of all these forces becomes 0. So let us do the algebraic sum of all these forces. That is nothing but P pi r square. This is in the direction of flow. So this is nothing but positive. P pi r square. Okay. Now on the face CD, P plus deba P by deba x into delta x into pi r square. This is in the direction opposite to the flow. So minus. Next is our shear force. Shear force is also in opposite direction. Tau into 2 pi r into dx. Algebraic sum should be equal to 0 as there is no acceleration. Okay. So now if we cancel these terms, what we get? On solving this equation, we get minus dou p by dou x deba x into delta x into pi r square is equal to tau into 2 pi r into delta x. This is nothing but is equal to. Okay, now let us cancel this term. Delta x is cancelled, pi and pi is cancelled, this r get cancelled by this r square. So what is the formula of shear stress? Tau is equal to minus dou p by deba p by deba x into r by 2. This is nothing but formula of shear, which is this is nothing but the formula of shear force, that is nothing but shear stress, that is nothing but minus deba p by deba x into r by 2. Now let us derive the equation. Here 2 is constant, deba p by deba x is also a constant. So shear stress, as you can see, the shear stress is, the formula for shear stress is nothing but deba p by deba x into r by 2. Here deba p by deba x is constant and 2 is also constant. So how this shear stress or shear distribution is related to radius? It is nothing but directly proportional. It is nothing but directly proportional. So basically, how to draw the shear stress distribution according to this formula? According to this formula, the shear distribution is as follows. This is nothing but shear stress distribution. This is nothing but shear stress distribution. This minus sign indicates from the center it enlarges. At the center it is nothing but 0. At the center it is nothing but 0. So this is nothing but shear stress distribution of laminar or viscous flow through circular pipes. Now next we shall see the velocity distribution of laminar or viscous flow through circular. So let us see the velocity distribution of laminar or viscous flow through the circular pipe. So in just before this we have derived the stress distribution. Okay, so let us write the formula of stress distribution. What we have got, stress distribution, that is nothing but tau is nothing but minus deba p by deba x into r by 2. This was nothing but our formula of stress distribution. This was nothing but our formula of stress distribution, which we have got like this. This is nothing but was linear. This is nothing but stress distribution. Okay, this was nothing but the formula of stress distribution of laminar or viscous flow through circular pipes. Now to see the velocity profile, now we will be obtaining the velocity profile. What is the velocity distribution profile of laminar flow through circular pipes? So this we need to substitute the formula of stress distribution. Okay, what is the formula of stress distribution? That is nothing but tau is equal to mu into derivative of velocity. Okay, derivative of velocity by with respect to y. Tau is nothing but mu du by dy. Okay, this we need to substitute in this equation 1. This stress distribution, this shear stress formula, we need to substitute in this formula. So to substitute this value in equation 1, first we need to convert this parameter dy. To convert this parameter dy, here y should be measured from pipe wall. here y should be measured from pipe wall. Y should be measured from pipe wall. So to convert y in terms of r, we get y is equal to, the formula is y is equal to r minus r. Now we need to derivate with respect to, we need to derivate with respect to r. To this equation, it becomes dy, r is nothing but constant, equal to minus dr. Now we need to substitute this value here. So this equation becomes shear stress become mu into du by minus dr, which is nothing but minus mu du by dr. Now this equation should be substituted in this equation. This equation has to be substituted in this equation. Now let us see. Substitute this value over here, we get minus mu du by dr is nothing but minus delta p by delta x into r by 2 into r by 2. This minus get cancelled. So du by dr is nothing, this is mu, this is u. This is u is nothing but velocity, mu is nothing but viscosity. So don't get confused between u and mu, okay. 1 by 2 mu, okay, delta p by delta x into r. Okay, now let us integrate this with respect to y. On integrating this equation, we get the value of velocity, that is nothing but u is equal to 1 by 4 mu, okay, delta p by delta x into r square plus c. Take this equation as equation 2. Take this equation as equation 2. We have got the value of velocity, but here integration constant is present. So we need to eliminate this integration constant. So what we need to do? We need to add the values, okay. What we need to, by using boundary conditions for this, we can get the value of c. By using boundary condition, as u is equal to 0 and small r is equal to capital R, we can get the value of c. Substitute u is equal to 0 and in place of small r substitute capital R, you'll get the value of c. On substituting u is equal to 0 and small r is equal to capital R, we get the value of c as c is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu, okay, delta p by delta x into capital R square. We need to substitute this value of c into our equation 2 to get the final value. Now substitute value of c into our equation 2. We'll get the final value of velocity, that is nothing but u is equal to, on substituting this value, 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square minus 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square. Okay, now this is nothing but value of u, okay. U is nothing but velocity, u is nothing but minus 1 by 4 mu. This is viscosity, dou p by dou x into capital R square minus small r square. Capital R square minus small r square. Here now this is the value of velocity. Now look at the relationship. This 1 by 4 mu is constant, dou p by deba p by deba x is constant, and r, capital R is also constant. What is the variable over here? Small r. So here the velocity varies as square of radius of fluid element, square of fluid element. This is nothing but a parabolic equation. This is nothing but a parabolic equation. So now this will be nothing but the velocity distribution of laminar or circular, laminar or viscous flow through circular pipe. This mu is directly proportional to r square, indicate that the relationship between velocity and radius of fluid element is nothing but parabolic. So this is nothing but velocity distribution. Velocity distribution. This velocity distribution and stress distribution of laminar flow through circular pipes we have seen. This vary if the flow is turbulent. This relationships gets varies. The velocity profile will be different and stress profile will be different. So as the flow changes, this profile changes. So you need to be careful that for which flow, and instead of the circular pipe, if there is some other pipe, okay, if the flow is between different plates, then also this all equation changes. So you should be very careful. First you need to be very clear. So what this all equation is about? It is the velocity and stress distribution through velocity and stress distribution of laminar flow through circular pipe. Laminar flow is also known as viscous flow, laminar or viscous flow through pipes. So this is all about velocity distribution and stress distribution. I hope you have all got with this. I hope you all understood this topic. So thank you for being patient through this throughout the class and attending this class. Please comment your attendance into the comment box. Okay, thank you.